Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here. It's Friday evening. Thanks again for watching weatherweb.net. Remember, the site's kept free of charge with the adverts you've seen around the screen. So when you use the adverts, when you use the site, that generates the revenue that keeps it free of charge. I did promise I'd keep you up to date with the JMA forecast, which has come in. This is from the Japanese Meteorological Agency, and we are just under here. I know you can't make it out very well, but we are, I assure you, no, we're not here. We are just under here. This is just, you can see the coast of Portugal there, and we are under here. So this is the forecast for day 2 to 9. So this is the, from day 2 to 8, sorry. So this is the forecast which takes us forward to next Friday, the 26th, and it's the anomalies of the 500 millibar height. And you see how we've got a ridge out here towards the east, so higher heights than normal, lower heights than normal out here in the Atlantic. So it's seeing this area of high pressure build through us and keeping this drier weather in for the coming week, the same as other models are doing as well. Into week 2, this is the period from day 9 through to day 15, so this is going to be taking us up to well into the beginning part of November. So this is going to be taking us up to the 1st of November. And you see here how the heights are still above normal towards the north of the UK, below normal down towards the south, hinting that this high drifts back north of Scotland. We get an easterly flow coming in with low pressure down towards the south. Again, this kind of hints at lower cloud affecting eastern coasts and generally dry conditions across the country, with the west and the south always tending to see the best of the sunshine, although always a risk of some rain just edging onto southern coast, but essentially the emphasis is on drier weather. And then into week 3 and week 4, so this takes us then forwards to around the 18th of November, and this then hints, look, you can see here, at a fall in the heights below normal, so strengthening of the jet stream and a return back into a more westerly, milder westerly flow during this period. So what we can draw from the Japanese model is that probably got some cold conditions on the way, certainly during the end of this week coming and into the beginning part of November, which of course is exactly what was hinted at in the forecast earlier. And then we see this return to more westerly conditions during the middle part of November. And what's fascinating about this is just look at the tie-up with the CFS. So this is the CFS week 1 forecast, so this takes us through to the 25th of October because the forecast was issued a day earlier. But if you just compare the JMA, look, with those above normal heights with that CFS, look, above normal heights here as well. Of course, with the CFS you have to kind of twist your head around because the British Isles is here, but if you see, you can just see here, look, how it keeps heights above normal. Into week 2, look, again we got heights above normal, but it moves the centre of the heights towards the north of the UK, which is exactly what the JMA was doing as well. Look, see, so it's in agreement that we've got generally higher pressure across the north of the country, low pressure down towards the south, but this is going to keep things dry through the course of next week, although cooler. Although, as I say, you can't rule out the risk of some rain coming onto the southern coast. And then into week 3 and week 4, it still keeps the high towards the north during week 3, which is from the 2nd to the 8th of November, but notice the trough down towards the south getting ever closer by, so it brings more unsettled conditions across the southern half of England, Wales and into Ireland. And then into week 4 from the 9th to the 15th of November, so it brings in the trough out towards the east, it lowers the heights, it puts the high way back up towards Greenland, still as a blocking feature, but it brings this trough and these lower heights into the UK, which is basically what the JMA model is trying to do there. So we've got remarkable consistency and agreement between the models this evening, and I think really we can probably say moderate, perhaps even high confidence in that forecast of it turning colder during the end of next week. It then goes dry into what is half-term week for many, so it goes dry during that week but also cool. Yes, there could be some rain around affecting southern parts of England, but then what we find is that it stays dry up till around about the 8th and 9th of November, or perhaps even up to the 10th, and then what we find is this fall off in heights, a gradual unsettling of the weather from the south, with more persistent rain coming into southern parts of the country and probably turning milder there as well, with a high pressure retreating off towards the north. What is interesting though is that if the CFS is right in predicting this moving away north, this is still a block of high pressure that's up towards the north, and it won't take a lot for it to come back south. And of course, when it does come back south, it comes back on a north or northeasterly, and because by that time we could be into late November, anything coming down from the north during that time is certainly going to be much colder than the air that comes down during the end of next week. So some interesting times ahead, all going in line with the winter forecast, and well, It's going to be fun to watch. So once again, thanks for watching. As I said, the site's free of charge because of the adverts you see around the screen here. You can follow me on Twitter at Weather School or on Facebook. Do a search for Weather School. And thanks again for watching, and keep the sun shining. Bye for now.